So I have a new dilemma now, something that just came up in the last, really just this week. It's when I leave the house, when I go anywhere. Which camera do I grab now, right? Before it was easy, Pocket 3. I played around with the G7X for a little bit, but the Pocket 3 is my main camera. It gives me my microphone, it has a nice little tripod, I can add multiple tripods. Pocket 3 is my main camera. But now I have the Nano, and there's a lot of things I can do with the Nano that I can't do with the Pocket 3. So it's like, do I grab the Nano? Do I grab the Pocket 3? Am I just vlogging? Am I getting creative? I don't know. So the answer is both. Bring a bag. Keep my bag with me at all times now, and I'm bringing both cameras. Then it's a matter of just carrying both cameras at all times. I mean, let's be real. It's not really that big of a dilemma, but my new process is to bring my sling bag with me at all times and have both cameras with me at all times. All the accessories, just everything. Like, I went from taking the Pocket 3 by itself to bringing the Pocket 3 with its carrying case with the tripod and the battery and, you know, the whole setup everywhere I go. But then it's like, well, I don't want to carry this little bag. So the sling works because I can put this bag in the sling with my monopod and the Nano all in one. So now I just have it with me, for the most part, all times. Nice. All three of my drivers got back at the exact same time. My brother Travis just left, and as he was pulling out, van pulled into the warehouse and the big truck just backed into the warehouse. So that means 2:25, I can get the F out of here. 3:30 p.m. Finally leaving the warehouse. I just can't get out on time, can I? Got a little blue raspberry juvie. I need to get some more of these. I'm down to my last two. I don't know how I'm supposed to, if I have to like message my manager, or if there's an order form, or if she just sends it to me randomly. I don't know. I have to find out. I'm getting low and I need to stock up. You should stock up too. drinkjuvie.com/Clintus. Promo code Clintus. This thing is so wide. I'm pretty sure this is the narrowest focal point, but it's just such a wide camera. I'm not a huge fan of how wide it is. Like, you can see my whole car. Like, there's my window, right? You see the window, and like, it's just, it'd be cool if I had like the whole family back here. I could set it up where you can see all four people, you know? But it's just me. It seems very. So we're not going home. We're going straight to the movie theater to see Tron Ares. I'm so excited. I loved Tron Legacy. Absolutely loved it. I don't remember the original Tron. And honestly, it's so old and janky, I don't have any desire to go watch it again. Maybe I will after watching this. I'll be like, yeah, I want to go watch the original. But anyway, I've heard mixed reviews the entire time about Tron Ares. I've heard people say it was the worst piece of shit ever. I heard it was epic. It was awesome. I heard everything was great except for Jared Leto. I heard everything was great but the story. I've heard everything, literally everything I can think of. I think numbers-wise, it's statistically a flop, but you know, nowadays with streaming services and whatnot, like, the box office means less and less. Like, you know, a movie will bomb in the box office, and then it'll go to a streaming service and like blow up, and movies become cult classics. I mean, back in the day, movies would flop in the theaters and then go to VHS or DVD and become cult classics, right? Like, that happens all the time. So I'm not too worried. I don't really care, honestly. I don't care what anyone says. I watch a movie trailer, I watch clips, and I get pumped about a movie. I give zero fucks what anyone says. Critics, Rotten Tomatoes, like, I don't give a shit. Like, the movie looks awesome. The soundtrack is awesome. Like, I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. So here we go. We're gonna go see it. It came out when I was going on to Mexico. I should have saw it Thursday night. That should have been the plan, Thursday night, but it didn't happen. No rush. So we're gonna see it. I'm gonna go see it tonight. So we're going straight to the movies to see Tron Ares. Oh, I think this is the angle right here. Dead center, looking down. It's not so like polarizing to one side. It's still wide. Like, let's be real, it's still wide. But I'm having a blast with this camera. You know, yesterday's vlog, if you haven't watched yesterday's vlog, you should definitely take a time to watch just the first half. You don't have to watch the second half if you don't want to. But the first half, where I was using this camera exclusively, you know, going back and forth between my pennant on my chest and mounting it on the cart and mounting it in different, like, it's just, I work in warehouses, right? Costco, Depot, my warehouse. There's metal railing everywhere. So this thing just slaps to everything. Inside coolers, upside down, like, it's great. It's such a great camera. I'm so happy with my purchase. So far, happy with my purchase. Somebody made a comment, like, when did you use it when you were in Mexico? I only used it a couple of times, really, because didn't really need it. Like, it wasn't a necessity. I carried it with me all the time. Like I said, I'm carrying this bag with me pretty much now. It's my everyday carry. I'm gonna start adding more things to it to have a proper, like, EDC. But this camera is pretty much gonna go with me wherever I go, unless I'm going somewhere very, like, niche specific where I'm like, yeah, I can't bring a bag. I don't want to bring a bag. But otherwise, I'm gonna have it with me at all times. But anyway, in Mexico, I used it at the airport when we were leaving Phoenix. I used it in the airport when we got to Mexico. And then I think I only used it one other time when we were sitting at that one bar looking at the marina. I stuck it on a pole. We were kind of shadowed, but we were sitting in the forefront, and then in the background was the marina. And that might have been the only clip that I took. I was going to use it in the ocean, but they specifically say not to use these types of cameras in salt water because it has a membrane for the microphone. That's how the camera itself is waterproof, but you still have audio, right? Whereas, like, the old school GoPros and even, like, some action cameras, they come in a case, right? The case allows you to put it in salt water because it's completely, you know, not being touched by the water. Whereas these cameras, they're waterproof, but not in salt water because the salt will damage the membrane. So couldn't take it in the ocean. And other than that, like I said, didn't really have a need for it because everywhere we were going and doing, we were on the move. Go, 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 go. We were never, like, in one place for very long. And plus, you know, it's one of those things where, like, I'm going to use this camera when creativity strikes me. Either in the moment, like, ooh, we're in this location and the camera would be cool right over here. Or the camera would be cool over here. I'm getting ready to do something and it'd be cool to wear the camera on my chest or on my head, right? Other than that, it's like I don't plan on using this as a point and shoot camera. I can, but in those instances, I'm okay with using my Pocket 3. I feel like the Pocket 3 is just as inconspicuous as this camera is, if not more. Screen size is about the same, I think. Actually, I think the Pocket 3 screen is a little smaller. Compare the two. It is definitely smaller. Yeah, the screen's definitely bigger. Anyway, I'm going to listen to a podcast while I get to the theater, and then by then, hopefully Tiffany tells me what we're doing for dinner so I can decide whether or not I'm going to stuff myself with popcorn or go light. Oh, man. I totally forgot. I completely forgot. We are getting a Trader Joe's out here in the West Valley, dude. Like the West Valley where I live, you know, East LA. It's right there. There's a sign. I don't know how far along it's built, but it's got a sign on the outside. It's still there's still construction going on, but it's right there, Trader Joe's. We're getting one finally. Let's go! Hell yeah! No more like 45-minute drive to the nearest one. This is like 15 minutes away. Woo! Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. I'm pretty sure those are peach trees. I mean, they look like peach trees. They're blooming. There's definitely something growing on them. We'll have to keep an eye on them. Yeah, Trader Joe's right there. I can see it from the movie theater. So it's right here. I think I talked about this last week, but I'm in Goodyear right now, right? And Goodyear's been growing like crazy the last, I don't know, 5, 6, maybe 10, let's just take 10 years. But like commercially, they've got a whole new civic center. They built a whole new community center, right? Huge park, like pickleball courts, sand volleyball courts, like everything you can think of. Indoor rock climbing, a gym, like I think there is pools, yeah, like it's huge, right? And then like I said, commercially, they've been just like everything's been coming out here. So like every major franchise and new franchises too, like things that like I've never even heard of, and when I Google it, they're like, oh, it just came to Arizona. It's here in Goodyear. Buc-ee's, they're building the Buc-ee's just like across the freeway, right? The first Buc-ee's in Arizona is gonna be right there. So like this is a hot spot for new commercial construction and companies that are coming out to the West Coast, or if they're from California, they're going east, and they're choosing to come here because it's all new development, right? Like the East Valley definitely is more developed, but they're running out of room, right? There's just not a lot of space unless you're like way east, like East Gilbert, East Mesa, Southeast Chandler, that sort of thing. And then you've got Pkwy. First, I'll mention Avondale. Avondale's first, right? So you go Phoenix, Avondale, Goodyear, Pkwy. Goodyear's been growing too. It's a much older community, much like more developed as far as like residential. It's already very established, very old homes, generational homes, that sort of thing. But down Avondale Boulevard, they're building a lot more commercial, and it's starting to look really cool. Then you got Goodyear, which like I said, it's all new. This used to be all farmland, and it's all been gobbled up by commercial real estate, and now it's finally being built. And then you keep going west, and you have Pkwy. And Pkwy is like right where I live. There's a ton of development going on, and that's just like, I'm so excited because it's just like when we lived in Surprise. We moved to Surprise, and it took like 15 years for like it to be fully developed. And even after we moved out, here we are like almost 10 years later, and it's still being developed. Bell Road is still being developed all the way down towards the 303 freeway. In fact, one of our customers is building a new restaurant right there, and I'm really excited for it to open. But anyway, so it's just crazy how much development is. So like, it's like we live out here, and I have no plans on moving anytime soon. So it's like all of this new development is all gonna be right at my fingertips, and I can't wait. Switching to the iPhone 17 Pro. Let's see what movies we got. We got the SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants. We have Roof Man, starring Channing Tatum, Kristen Dunst, Peter Dinklage. We have Black Phone 2. We have Predator Battle. I cannot wait for this movie. I'm so damn excited. I'm gonna see the dual feature, Prey, which was on Hulu. I never saw it because I don't have Hulu. And that, double feature. Damn, the reflection's terrible. I can't get a good picture of it, but there's the movie poster for Tron Ares.
I'm obsessulated.
Okay, that movie was fantastic. I don't care what anyone says. I enjoyed the hell out of it. And that's really what it comes down to. You can read critics, give you guys like a baseline. Should I go see it? Should I spend the time? Should I spend the money? But at the end of the day, it all matters what you think. And I loved it. I thought it was great. Was it better than Legacy? No, I don't think it was better than Legacy. And I understand the issues with Jared Leto. I feel like he always plays that character that's very soft and like this and that. And it's like, kind of like Ryan Reynolds, right? Like Ryan Reynolds always plays a character that's like Ryan Reynolds. It doesn't matter what character he plays, he's always Ryan Reynolds. I think Jared Leto is just always Jared Leto, and people don't like that. Most people don't like that. I thought he was great. I thought it was great for that role. I thought as a program, he came across as like this program. So I thought it was great. Maybe just wait for it to come out on video, but if you're looking for a big, beautiful movie to watch on the big screen, Tron Ares is it. Well, it's 11 p.m. I just lost like 2.5 hours in New World. It's exactly what I thought was going to happen. There's so many things to do, so many things to upgrade, so many things to chase. So many, like, I'm just like, yes, we're back, baby. That's exactly how I feel. So Tiffany plans on working tomorrow. Sierra opens tomorrow, which means they both will be gone throughout the day, most of the day. So I will be live on twitch.tv/Clintus, starting early, probably like 7, 8 a.m., and going basically until Tiffany gets home, playing the new expansion and just grinding the crap out of the game. So excited. Arc Raiders also has an open beta this weekend, and everyone says I need to try this game because it's like everyone says I'm gonna love it. It's exactly what I wish Tarkov was. So I'll probably download that and try that out at some point as well. So stay tuned for my review on that. Other than that, it is the weekend. We're making plans for Sunday. Me, Mom, Papa are coming over on Sunday. I'm going to smoke a pork butt, pull out the smoker. I haven't smoked meat in a long time, so I'm looking forward to doing that. But tomorrow, like I said, stream and kind of chill. I don't know what the evening's got in store, but probably more New World. So, yeah, going to be hearing a lot about New World. Sorry. Not sorry. Now that you're done watching this video, here's 2 more videos on the screen for you to check out. One is the most recent video, and the other one is something that YouTube thinks you're going to like. So check it out and see if they've figured you out. Let's see if the algorithm knows you.